Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another very important topic for HTML graphics, that is SVG. SVG means Scalable Vector Graphics. Prior to this, we have already covered the canvas topic, that is also again an important topic for HTML graphics. So whenever we are talking about graphics, two things are mainly discussed. One is canvas and another one is SVG. So canvas part is completed from our end. Like in previous session, we have covered all the required thing that we should know about the canvas, that is covered. Now we are talking about the SVG. So from this session, we will only talk about the SVG. What is SVG? What all types of methods, shapes, functions we can use here. Okay. In fact, here I want to make it very clear that in case of SVG, there is no need to use JavaScript. Okay. So sometime it might be like some of you might be thinking that is there any way to draw something without any JavaScript file? So yes, you can use that. Here in this situation, you can use SVG Scalable Vector Graphic. Clear? So like in today's session, we will talk about what is SVG. Okay, why do we need SVG? How we can create a shape, a basic shape with SVG. So these all things we will discuss with one example. Okay, but before we start the discussion, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be very easy for you to understand the ongoing topic. Because for time being, we are just focusing on SVG, but prior to that, you should know about other graphics methods as well, methodology as well. Okay. Alright, so if I talk about the code is straightforward. We have just noted down one title in the head section, and there is one heading which is HTML by Sharmit. Now you can save it and refresh the browser. So after a refresh, you will see that HTML by Sharmit is printed over here. Now what we will do here, I'll just simply write one more heading, and heading would be SVG, and the full form is Scalable Vector Graphics. Okay, so this is the topic, Scalable Vector Graphic. Now before we proceed further, let me just show you the heading, like how it is coming. So it is coming like this. That is perfect. Now we will talk about what is SVG or Scalable Vector Graphic. Clear? So for that, we will I'll simply show you the thing, that is the definition. So SVG or Scalable Vector Graphics is a way to draw shapes, text, images in your web pages using XML like code. Okay, so yes, it is true. Here we don't need any JavaScript. Instead, we will use few XML like code that we can use in order to draw shapes, text, images on our web pages. Clear? Now, why do we use for graphics? It is used for graphic because it is mainly used for the graphic that look sharp at any size, because they are not made up of pixels. Okay, so this is again one of the important point for Scalable Vector Graphic, that it is used for those graphics which that looks sharp at any size. Doesn't matter if you are looking at the graphic from phone or laptop or from anything, it will look sharp. Okay, it will provide you the sharp graphic because they are not using the pixels. Yes, this is true, they are not using the pixels. Instead of that, it used the like they are based on mathematical shapes, and that's the reason it looks sharp, in fact, on all kind of devices. So this is the one thing. So if someone asks you about the SVG, you can simply say that SVG is a way to draw shapes, text, images in your web pages using XML like code, which I will show you. It's used for graphics that looks like sharp at any size, because they are not made of pixels, but instead are based on mathematical shapes. Clear? So I think now a definition is clear. Now let's say if someone asks you the a detailed breakdown of this SVG term. What is this? What is V and what is G? So you can simply say S stands for scalable. That means SVG graphics look perfect on any screen or resolution. Yes. So here S is denoting the scalable, and it is indicating that the SVG graphic look perfect on any screen size or resolution. Then we have vector. Vector means SVG uses points, lines and shapes to define the images. Okay, and another very important note here, it does not use pixels. So this is something that keeps it apart from other things, other graphics like canvas and all. Yes, SVG uses points, lines, shapes to draw the images, but not the pixels. So two term is clear. Now the third term is graphics. Yes, you can create shapes, line, curves, text. In fact, in some cases you can also draw animations. So all these things we can do with the help of graphics, and that's why G is denoting the graphic here. So this is the complete term, scalable vector graphic, SVG. Okay, so I think now this part is clear, like how we can draw the how we can create the SVG. Now some of you might not create, like what are the basic definition and need of SVG. Now let's discuss need in detail. So why we use SVG? Because we have canvas, right? Just to create a crisp graphics. What it means, because it provides because it looks great and sharp at any resolution. So this is one of the best reason to use the SVG. Then the next thing is interactive. You can add animations, hover effect and many more things to the graphics, and that's why on the SVG graphic, and that's why I'm saying that it is a interactive graphic. Then third point is lightweight. Yes, for smaller file, like as compared to other graphic files, it takes less space. It is compact, it is optimized, and that's the reason it is a lightweight. So these are the three main reasons for using the SVG over other graphic methodology. Like it provides a crisp graphic which is sharp and bold at any screen size. Interactive, yes, you can add animation, hover effect and many more things to make it interactive graphic. Then we have lightweight, which means smaller file size compared to images like JPG, PNG for simple graphics. Clear? So these are the some basic definition or the uses of SVG. Now I'll show you one simplest SVG by creating it here in HTML page itself. So for that you just need to write firstly, like I'll put one heading here, H3. Here I will write simple red circle. Okay, save, refresh. You can see here a simple red circle. Now what we will do here, after this we will use SVG tag, SVG, and in SVG we will, like as we do with the canvas, similarly we will set here width and height. So width would be 200 pixels I guess. Then height would be 200 again, and that's it. Now if you want to apply border, let's see if it applies border or not. 5 pixels solid black. Okay, save it and refresh it. So now you can see this is the area of SVG where we are going to draw something. So you can relate this thing with canvas. Clear? But in case of canvas, what we were doing, we were using JavaScript, external JavaScript to draw something on it. But here we don't need JavaScript. We can write a circle tag inside this code itself, and it will allow us to draw the things. So you can simply write here circle CX value, which is denoting X value. So here you can write 100. Then we have CY value, which is denoting 100 again, Y axis value. So again, don't worry, like I'll also show you each and everything in detailed manner, but for now I'm just using it for the demo purpose, one simple circle. So that's why I'm creating like this. R is for radius, and then we will set the fill will show you the color. So I'll just simply write here red color. That's it. So now we are ready with the code, if you refresh it, you can see that SVG is showing one simple red circle. Okay, so this is how we can draw the simple red circle on SVG. There are many other shapes that we can draw that we will discuss in upcoming session, but for time being we are just using a simple red circle. So I hope in this session it is clear like how we can draw SVG, what is SVG, benefits of SVG. Okay, so in the next session we will take this series forward to learn more about SVG. So yeah, that's all for today. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.